This is Kevin, Gamertag. Imagine I'm bringing you a game of Domination on Hanoi with the Spectre. This is probably one of the first Hanoi games I've put on here, because I'm not generally a fan of Hanoi, and if I'm in a party, it probably gets voted every time, because nobody really likes this map. I don't think it's really an awful map. I think, like other people complain about, it's how dark it is, and it's just not really conducive to playing a shooter very well. So right off the start, I'm going to take one of this up top window above B, which is probably one of the best spots to be in this map. And you really get to control B, and you can watch them come from A to B and stop them from getting in there as well, usually. The difficulties in this place is that there are 3 ways in, so you got to be careful. There's where I put my claymore, the window behind me right now, and then the other end, which I feel pretty safe about since C is where our spawn is, so really our team should be coming there. And I shouldn't have to worry about it, but it is possible for them to flank me from that direction. I really like the Spectre. I like to run extended mags with it, because it's what seems to help it the most, in my opinion. I mean, rapid fire was good too, but it just seemed like extended mags made it work a lot better for me than any of the other attachments. But I don't really like throwing red dots on any of the submachine guns, so that might help some people if that fits their playstyle. You're too slow to get both those guys. I haven't been updating a lot lately because I've been playing a lot of video games more than talking about them. I recently bought Modern Warfare 2 again, and I recorded some gameplay of that, but I didn't really get any good games. I might throw up one just to have something a little different on here, but it wasn't that great. And I'm going to try and make a little mini montage of what I did capture, because there were some nice moments in those, just not a really solid game at all. The huge iron sights of the Spectre get me killed, kind of. Partially I should have known that guy was still hanging out around there, but he popped out that doorway and I didn't see him because the iron sights were in the way. And here I make another poor decision because I saw my teammate got killed and I assumed the dude was hanging out underneath the stairs where I looked first, but that was wrong. And one of the games I've been playing a lot is I got Battlefield Bad Company 2, and I really like the way that plays as a game, and I like occasionally the vehicles can be a little overpowering, but I unlocked one of the better missiles for the engineer class, so it makes it a little easier to deal with them. And I really have a lot of fun with that game, and because of that, I'm definitely looking forward to Battlefield 3, which sucks because that means this fall I'm going to end up wanting Battlefield 3, Modern Warfare 3, and Gears of War 3 all pretty much at the same time. And I think Batman Arkham City comes out sometime around there as well, so I guess it's kind of good except for my money situation, because then you got to spend all that money to get all those sweet games. But it should be a lot of fun. I'm going to try and get some Battlefield gameplays too. Here I've decided to try and blow up that car. I'm not crazy. But it's tough to get those on that game because it can kind of last a while, and there's a lot more, kind of a little bit slower pace than Call of Duty, but not really slow by any stretch of the imagination. Which is kind of going back to like when I was complaining about MLG, which I like, but one guy was talking about how Battlefield 3, he was hoping they'd have some smaller maps so they could play some of that in MLG, because the maps that they have aren't really built for 4 versus 4. And I heard that even before I really played Battlefield, and I was like, it just frustrated me that that guy's opinion was that the game needs to change to fit how MLG wants to play games instead of MLG changing to fit them. Like, they can't make 12-person teams and play actual Battlefield. Like, it's so hard to find people who want to play video games and like Battlefield professionally that they couldn't make a bigger team and get them to work together stuff. It's kind of weird, but I don't want to go off on that topic again, because what's the point? You've already heard my thoughts on that, but I'm having a lot of fun on Battlefield. I'm playing Modern Warfare 2 again, as long as it's not super tubey. I haven't been playing Black Ops much, but I still like it. I just wanted to try some different stuff now. And I also just bought the Humble Indie Pack, which has some pretty sweet games on there. Can't go wrong with a bunch of games for whatever price you want to pay for them. I really like the Revenge of the Titans, which is basically a tower defense game, and I really enjoy that kind of game. You've probably noticed that I've muted the sound on this game because it recorded it all awfully. There's a bunch of times where it loses it. It kind of catches up, and then it'll drop off again, but it's really not worth trying to figure out how that all went down. So I shoot this guy, and then this dickbag shoots me through the fucking truck. I don't know how that happens. You'll see in a little bit. I think in this life, I go up in a top B window again, and I can't shoot a dude through the windowsill who's like 3 feet away from me. But this guy can camp around there in that tower and kill me through a giant truck filled with something. Here I probably could have stopped them. Oh, well, I guess that wasn't there yet. There's a little bit later where I kind of let them cap B so I can line up a tomahawk kill. Here's where I can't kill this guy. Like, really, none of these bullets are hitting him? Granted, it got a little sloppy there in the middle, but at the beginning it felt really good, and then I kind of panicked in the middle because I clearly wasn't going to hit him and kill him. Here it is. Well, I have a hard time finding this guy, so he gets to cap that before I kill him. And I pick up his buddy there too, so that turned out okay for me. I felt bad about this game because I don't capture any points. I do have a couple of defends, and I was, standing up above B and keeping the bad guys away from there so my teammates could cap them. But like when you saw at the beginning, I ran towards C, then saw everybody else was going there and just said, screw it, I gotta go try and get B because that's more important, and if everybody else on the team is going to C, one more person isn't going to really make that much of a difference. Plus we have a really good team playing Domination here. Oh, that was a shitty death. Because we have them 3-cat for a lot of the game and really make it go by pretty quickly. And that's always a satisfying feeling in Domination, especially since I don't think it's a full team. I just have one friend and then a bunch of randoms there. I hate when you check the corner and then the guy just runs around the doorway at the right time so you don't see him. And it's really good when you just get a bunch of people together who can make this game work for you. So as you see, the only kill streak I managed to get in this game is my spy plane, which leads me to believe I was running spy plane, Blackbird, chopper gunner. Might have been dogs. It might have been my free-for-all setup. But yeah, there under the noose is not a spot I like to be. I feel like you're too exposed. Like I went there earlier in the game and it didn't really hurt me. It just didn't work out the way I'd hoped. But it's really not somewhere I want to be. You're right in the middle of the map, and there's just lots of ways people can find you. So I'm gonna pick up this guy, and then to end the game, I'm gonna be flashbang for the rest of it. I'm gonna get the win. I think I ended up going like 22-6 with the 0 caps and 3 defends. Not a great game, but still not bad. And hope you enjoyed.